Hey guys, Snowman back with you again. I'm working on these Bocote knife handles that I showed you in the video for the sycamore handles. And I'm trying to make them the size of the entire frame of this knife now. Come to find out that trying to video a flat black item the detail kind of fuzzes out if your light isn't right. But anyways, now trying to make these handles, and I went a little overboard on size, trying to give me enough room to sand it back to the size of the frame here. Now, I did that on purpose, and you can see that I didn't drill these two holes out here. I kind of did that on purpose also because I realized I'm never going to put the clip, that thing, on that side of the knife. So what I'm going to do is just try to sand this handle or down to the size of that frame and get everything looking pretty. Now, the reason I went with a handle that's bigger than the original design, which is these here. These sycamores are based on, like I said in the last video, they're based on the little crappy ones that came with it. And, well, these guys are pretty thick as well. Now, like with the sycamore here, I'm going to have to take a lot of that material down so I get that bulge in the center. Now, I like going with a meaty grip like that, like I said, because of my hand size, but also because it just makes the knife easier to hold on to, whatever you happen to be using it for. Now, this wood was originally cut off of a turning blank, and the reason I went with the turning blank is it's actually a lot cheaper to buy a turning blank than it is a board of Bocote. I don't exactly understand, but that also lets you cut your handles to whatever thickness you want, so I can go a little bit oversized and take it down without having to go with the standard thickness off the rack. But anyways, I'm going to be doing the same contouring like I did on this one, so I'm going to be thinning it out from the just past center down to the end on both sides, so that it has that nice rounded figure. I need to take these finger divots a lot further in. That's, you can see why, you can see that I left the pencil lines on so I have a point of reference. And that's pretty much it. I'll head out to the garage, get to sanding, and show you guys what I do. Okay, out here in the shop, like I said, I'm going to show you how I do my profiling on these squared off pieces so that they look nice and rounded like the other ones that I've showed you in a previous video. Now, the Bocote here, I already have the holes drilled to size, made sure that the screws fit in the proper place, but I'm coming to find out that when I traced the frame, I did not get all that close. So you see the black pencil line around the edges here. That's what I still need to sand off to get it the right shape before I start profiling the pieces. So I'll get on that right now. Or at least that's what I thought I was going to do till my phone decided to act up. Now, this is the second phone from Verizon that has been recording corrupted sound files, so I'm back to my digital camera. The sound isn't as great, picture quality isn't as great, but I'm going to do what I can for you guys till I can figure out a better way to record my videos. Okay, well, I had hoped to bring you guys video of the getting these handles to the point they are now, but my phone decided to say no. Screw you, we're going to record corrupted audio files so the video is useless. I mean, sure, could I show you the video? Yeah, but without my description, kind of doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. So, What I'm doing right now is just taking off the handles because I made sure that they were sized right to the frame. And this is where I do the Dremel work, because as you can see, I have the rounded over sides, and the ends are rounded over nicely so that everything is nice and clean. And all I have left to do is round over these finger ridges. So I'm going to hit those with the Dremel real fast and then do some hand sanding to smooth everything out. Now the wood looks fairly dull right now because it's just bare wood. It'll really stand out a lot better and have much more shine once I get the 3 coats of clear on it. I had to fix that one ridge a little bit because I didn't take enough. Oops, you're not going to hear me over the damn Dremel. I didn't take enough material off, so this ridge right here was the point didn't line up with the frame of the knife at all. So I gotta fix that real fast. Alright then. Well, all the sanding and profiling is done. Everything's been rounded over. Kind of hard to see, but see how I've blended the finger ridges into the top of each of the handles. So now all that's left to do is hand sand them, get everything nice and smooth, and head out to the shop and do some clear coating. Alright guys? Funny thing is, as I try not to shadow the piece, I had to grind a couple of divots in the bottom of the back side of the handles, the side that sits against the frame, because at the bottom of this frame there are these little cap head screws that stick out ever so slightly from the frame itself. This side's a little more pronounced than this side, but it works. Now, sanding's done. I've hand sanded everything to within an inch of its life, so it's all nice and rounded over and smooth and all that happiness. So now, all there is to do is to go clear them. Okay, just laid down the first coat of clear on these guys, and well, obviously it's going to be shiny because it's not dry yet. I just wanted you to see how much more the grain would pop out. So I have it sitting out here drying for a while, and then I will take this this piece of 4/0 steel wool and I'll hit the clear with it. Now it's not to rough up the clear for the next coat. What it does is it knocks down all the little peaks that form because the with some woods, I'm not sure with Bocote because I haven't used it until now, but on some woods the clear coat lifts up little fibers and you get a bumpy surface on the clear coat, so I knock those down with the steel wool, and then when I go to put on the next coat, do the same process, and by the time I lay down the third coat everything's nice and smooth and happy and all that. So we're getting there, folks. I mean, this is just such a beautiful piece of wood, you know? Alright, first coat of clear is dry. It's been sitting in front of the fan, and I even put a layer of clear on the bottom just to seal the wood, even though that's never going to be seen. It's just going to be against the frame. So I'm just going to hit it very quickly with the 4/0 steel wool. All that's going to do, while it will dull the piece a little bit, there's going to be more clear being used, so that doesn't matter. I just wanted to get all the rough little points I talked about earlier knocked down, and then slap on the next coat and go from there. Yes. Not a good idea to try to spray clear coat with a fan going. You're going to get it everywhere but where you want it. Really helpful having a Lazy Susan when you're doing small pieces like this. But, yep, all nice and shiny again. I'll let this one dry in front of the fan and then come back to it. And ta-da! The Bocote handles are finished. I'm really happy with how these came out. That is with the obviously dry third layer of clear. So really happy with the spacing on everything. I got it to match the frame well, and it is done. It is done, and I'm happy. Yes. Yes, the weird snowman is happy. As before with the Sycamore handles, it has a nice meaty grip on it so that I can get a nice firm grasp on the knife while I'm using it for whatever. So, but this grain, oh my god, the grain. I will forever be happy with how these turned out, because I would love to sell this knife, but I'm sorry, this one's mine. I'm going to have to make another pair for somebody else. Alright guys, and as always,